Okay, we are at St. Pancras International Station. We're about to take off for Paris. We're sitting in Starbucks. Had to get a morning coffee. Cheers. Gotta get Starbucks wherever I go. I just like the flavor. Coffee wasn't terrible this morning. Anyway, so quick catch up. What happened in the last 24 hours? We took off from LAX. But there's this St. Pancras station. The background is people milling around. It's kind of a cool people watching souvenir of this thing that I pick up over here. We took off from LAX. Our flight was meant to be at 8. They cancelled the flight, so we had to get on the next flight, which made me a little panicky because our flight out of San Francisco to London was leaving at 1:30. So I was getting a little panicky, we're going to be late. Anyway, we got on the 10:15 flight, which was delayed, and we left at about 10:30, 10:45, which got us in about 11:45. We had to go to a different terminal, which meant we had to leave and go back through security, and security decided they were going to do a full pat down on me and my dad. So they did the full body search. Felt like me and the guy doing the check on me was in a full-blown relationship. He was touching me in places that I was a little weird, awkward conversation. Anyway, and then my dad came through and he had a knee brace on, and then the guy was patting him down, and X-raying and taking swabs, and it was miserable. It took forever, and then we got out of there, and we were like literally trying to run to the plane to get, because at that point it was now 12:45 and our flight's leaving at 1:30, so you can see the panic starting to set in. Anyway, we made it to the to the gate just as they were boarding, and we boarded the plane, got on board, and this is Iceland Air, and it was a nice plane, it was nice and clean. The flight attendants were super helpful and Icelandic. And they all spoke really good English. It was fantastic. It was a good experience. Super easy flight. Watched a couple of movies. I watched, what did I see?
You saw the Batman Lego movie.
I watched a little bit of the Batman Lego movie, because I love that movie. But the one with the guy from Silicon Valley, Camille, I don't remember his last name, which was an autobiographical thing of him and his wife. Really, really good. And then I watched another one, which was a thing about starting over, rock and roll movie. But a girl who was a music writer. It was Keira Knightley with Mark Ruffalo, Begin Again or Start Again or something. And it was good. It was okay. Adam Levine sang in it. It was kind of fun. Didn't get much sleep, maybe 3-4 hours, and then woke up arrived in Iceland, got off the plane, and had some really super good food. Everything tastes really good. I had a big fat salmon sandwich, smoked salmon on bread, and Ali got some jerky, and what else did we do there?
The OJ was super good.
The orange juice was really good. Really good Viking food. It's good. Had a good breakfast, got back on the plane, and then I took a little something to help me sleep, and I crashed for like almost 3 hours. So I was out. Anyway, so I slept really well. And I woke up after a big sleep, and then we took off for London. Sorry, we arrived in London. I already had slept, and then we arrived at Heathrow, and we had to figure out how to get to our hotel. And I'm videoing right here. Yep. Thanks. And so we arrived at a hotel, which is in Westminster, and then everyone else kind of got to their own places, and then we decided, it was around 4 o'clock, we decided we were going to go out and eat, and everybody wanted fish and chips. There's some coffee, cheers. There's no... Addie, can you please get some heavy whipping cream for me? She didn't give me any. She didn't figure it out. Could you get some heavy whipping cream in my coffee? They put zeros, completely black.
You still haven't drinking it?
No, it was hot. So we went to fish and chips at a place called the Golden Union, which was right on Oxford Street, right by Marks and Spencer's and Then we had good fish and chips, and I had a steak and kidney pie, or steak pie, which was really, really good. The fish and chip was okay. The fish and chips was okay. I've had better. And then we went exploring, and we walked into Hamley's, which is just up the street, which is great. And we went wandering a little bit around. Grandma, Grandpa, my dad's niece, giving him a super hard time, so he ducked out, and they couldn't Uber back or train back the round line. And we kept exploring. We walked around. We walked down Regent Street. I went to a couple of stores in there, hung out. Went into Hamley's for a while, got some waffles, and went down to the Harry Potter stuff and the toys below. It was great.
Melissa had a heart attack.
Melissa almost had a heart attack because she saw...
No, she had multiple heart attacks.
Oh, she had multiple heart attacks.
She's actually dead. She's in her coffin. Rest in peace.
Kind of died.
She's
so
dead.
she... Over the Harry Potter and then Star Wars. She's a recent convert to the Star Wars family, so... Freaked out. Thank you. Is that the hippie ring? Thank you. Thanks, love.
Ooh, that's strong.
Okay.
That's gonna be stronger than what you're going to get.
So then we walked a little further, and we went and we ended up. We want to go see the Golden Eye, or the Eye of London, which is that big wheel, big Ferris wheel they have. I'm putting some heavy whipping cream in my coffee, you know. Old Abbotsford. Can you get a stir? A little stir. And then
in a few days,
and it was cold, but not terrible. Thanks, babe. It was cold, but not terrible. Thank you. So we like my coffee just got cold because of the cream I put in. It's gonna suck. I'm still drinking. Good. And then we walked down towards the Eye of London. And we stopped at a bunch of places. Walked through Piccadilly, and right off Piccadilly is a candy store where they had my favorite candy in the whole wide world, which are those candy ropes, which was amazing. To get some of those, and I was eating on those. I shared those with Logan, and I will share a video of that as well, of the two of us trying out that candy. First time he tried my favorite candy, and me having some for my favorite to eat. And then we walked a little further, went through Trafalgar, and then Sherry and Ali caught an Uber back. And then I carried on with the rest of the group. We walked down to the Eye. I got some pictures. I'll post some of those as well. And then we went to Westminster Abbey.
To be clear, we went back because Mom was getting tired and she just had surgery. Okay, bye.
Okay. So it was cold and we were tired. It was a long day, so everyone was tired. It's understandable. I'm not throwing any shade. It's fine. And then
I know.
Wasn't enough cream. Just more cream.
Well, she's not gonna go
and
back
then we decided, instead of catching the subway back, the fastest way was the bus. So I got on the London bus. So yesterday we did cars, planes, trains, and buses. So planes, trains, and automobiles. All the good things. We got and then I got back on the bus. On the way back, I was falling asleep. And I'm glad I didn't miss my stop. And then I got back to the room and we chilled out there. So this is my first vlog video of our European trip.
This came out pretty good.
I'll be trying to post every day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And this is all for my own future reference, so I can remember all the cool things we did. Anything else you want to add, Ali?
My name's Jeff. You heard it, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, my daughter, Ali. Talk to you guys later. We're on our way to Paris. I'm super excited. 4 days in Paris. Woohoo!
My name's Jeff.